All right, we got the old war room section of the man cave cranking. Yeah, taking advantage of time off and up at wee hours and everything else. Enjoying my favorite hobby. At least during this time of year, I do like to camp and fish and hunt, but this time of year we are wargaming, and we're doing some more playthroughs on this #1 scenario called, I think it's called Bloody March. Let's get this right. Yeah, Bloody March historical. And we went through it once, but as if you would have seen the notation on my last video, we skipped right on over the insurgency phase. I don't know what the heck that was all about, but we are caught up. And give you a little bit of drop in. This will be, we'll call this exercises 2.0, because we did miss out on that. That was a real important part of the game. Another thing I just want to make note of is we're back to this hex encounter type deal, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it. This game ain't too bad. There's just a lot of notes on the on each unit. These units here with the white stripe on them say hello to the insurgency element of this game, and that's a big part of it. Those insurgency units, easy for me to say, got all kinds of special abilities with stuff that come on in here. Now, one thing I'm looking at with this scenario is this is about the U.S. Congress being indecisive back in the day. How times change, but things stay the same, about the Contra aid and the aid to the Democrats' big hero, Daniel Ortega. And there's video of him coming. I think he spoke at the UN, and oh my God, he was treated like such a celebrity by Hollywood and everybody else. It's just, you know how the left goes. But anyway, there was a Cuban general, I guess, that showed up in Nicaragua to help out with, I guess he was just an advisor, but he took advantage of some kind of like I said, indecisiveness or something. But anyway, he launched a strike against the insurgent base right across the border, and you can see this border here coming on around. It comes up around this way, so these units here are just right over the border. In order to strike against that Las Vegas base camp, I guess is where it's at, and that's what we're doing right now. Now the key thing is do you want to move any of those units around, or just want to leave them there and attack? I'm thinking that my opponent's just going to have one there to attack. That's where all the victory points and everything is. So I didn't move any units during the movement phase. I kept them all there. Now in the subsequent following, these phases were missing. Now the insurgency units can move during the regular ground unit phase. Sorry about that. I guess we need to erase a bunch of stuff and make room on this storage, because I only got 1 minute worth of video time left to record. Alright, well anyway, insurgency units can move during the ground movement phase or their special unit movement phase. They didn't do that. So what we're on here in this phase here is the unit insurgency placement phase, and that's the phase that we skipped, and that's it's a cool phase too. Let me do some work on this phone real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, back with over an hour's worth of recording. So anyway, that's what we're doing there. Now the thing of it is, he only started out with these units, but in his insurgency placement phase, he gets to create units. And what that's basically doing is just gathering the locals, giving them some arms, and gathering them up. Now there is no restriction on raising insurgency units outside of your home base, as long as they're certain ways away from these units here that are going to raise them. All right. So I think they might be don't quote me, but maybe 2 hexes away is their maximum, or they can be formed in the same hex as the units that are creating them. They cannot be formed in a hex that contains enemy units. So I would think, and we'll see how my opponent does this, but I would put my units back here and we use a zone of control to block any retreat route Now, insurgency units, I think, can retreat through as long as a control, but there are not no insurgencies in here. These are all regular Contra troops. So that's what's going on there now. There's a die roll that you have to meet certain criteria to place those insurgency troops. Now, he met both the criteria. You look underneath the terrain. Terrain's a big part of this. So you always start out with any combat or anything with a terrain in this game. And they were in the forest, and he rolled, I think, high numbers or something, but he made it. And, you know, in my regular game with my opponent, he might not be able to create any. But in my game right here, I was able to create 2, which was the maximum. His insurgency resource points are down to 0. You can see here, when it comes to my turn, I'll be able to create more. So we got a little bit of advantage there. So I'm thinking that he's not going to want to do anything but get that base camp. So that definitely raised his attack factors on up, I think, by a couple. He was originally attacking with 9. Now he'll be attacking with 11. I think those are both 1s. And I am defending with a 4. So he might be able to... he just 1 short of getting that up to 3-1. It's still going to be a 2-1 attack. So we'll see what's up. Another key thing here, though, is coming on up is Allied counterinsurgency. Now, we get it. This is fun. I'm loving this all over the place. I mean, it's realistic. It's really good. This CIA chopper, you can see this is more of a transport-looking chopper, a Chinook. But it's must have some kind of firepower in it because it can go on offensive. It has a ground bombardment and a counterinsurgency number 2. So this one here could be, this is a good helicopter here. You have to be able to deliver 3 bombardment points to a hex to eliminate the units that are trying to form there. I'm only able to deliver 2. Here's the bombardment points here. A means I'll double that. There's certain, these letters behind this always mean something. A means I can double that, which would make it a 2, which is 1 short, so I can't use it for counterinsurgency. I'll have to use it for close air support and defense or attack. I might probably be using them in defense. We'll see what goes on with that there. And this, I'm just telling you, this is really cool, the way this game's going out. And I'm just having me a little mock game before my opponent says he's ready. And hopefully he's enjoying it too. But and this pencil means that what I do bring on, I do get another asset when it comes my turn. But it ain't my turn yet. It's his turn. We'll be getting us a attack helicopter, it looks like, and a supply source. And he has to be placed east of my pencil, which is a bunch of hex rows. And in a certain, I guess it's a airstrip hex, there's only 2 to qualify. This one here, or this one way up here. Anything east, or I guess I could be over here somewhere here. I don't know. We'll check it out when it comes time. But you want to keep it somewhat close, but maybe not so close that they can come and get you. I had them originally supposed to be down here. There's this Denali or Danley, or whatever. I can't read it. But anyway, there we are. I'll give you another update as we go along, but just wanted to make a correction on that missed insurgency phase, and that makes a big difference in this game. What else do I want to talk upon? That's about it. The Cuban general leading the Sandinistas and their insurgents want to take out this base. That's what the first scenario is all about. And it's an easy scenario. It's, you know, not many units, but still we're having a lot of fun with it. And it's got a really good victory condition. And we're going to try to meet it. And even then when you meet it, it's got all the political effects. It's great. So big thumbs up for Central America. And we're looking forward to our Armchair Dragoons tournament. I think they call it the ACDC, Armchair Dragoons. Oh, Armchair Dragoons Convention. So it's the ACDC convention. And I think it's next weekend, but I signed up for a couple of events, and I'm all excited. Oh, another thing is, we still got Empire of the Sun and Gilbert Collins' War for America to unbox. We haven't even unboxed those yet, so having fun. More fun than is humanly possible down here in the War Room section of the Man Cave. Back to studying and playing. Be back.